You guys, hi, it's Tammy with Gare. I just wanted to pop on real quick this morning and show you a quick video because I was doing a technique this morning called antiquing, which we've been doing for a long time, but some of you who don't know about it, I would just love to tell you about it because it brings your pieces to life. It gives your pieces character and depth, and it's really simple to do. If you look on the table here, I have some pieces. This is just putting some paint on the piece and wiping it down before you put the rest of your colors on. And it makes a huge difference in making your piece look really beautiful. So when you want that wow factor, you're really gonna get it if you can antique your piece first. It doesn't call for it every single time, but a lot of times when you do it on the right piece, it can be fantastic. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. It's real quick, real easy. Let's go. Okay, so let's start here. This is an example of two of the little gnomes, and this one does not have the antiquing, and this one does. So it all depends on the look you're going for, but if you want it to have shading and depth, then you would antique it first, and this is what it would look like. Okay, so to do antiquing, typically we use the black lab, which is the darkest color. Sometimes you can use some of the darker browns as well, but for this demonstration, we're going to use black lab because it's going to work the best. And we're just going to put it on our plate. You always want to make sure you also have a couple of clean sponges to use, because once we get the paint on the piece, we're going to need to wipe it down. So you just need your brush. And because we're covering the whole piece, I'm going to pick a bigger size brush. I'm just going to hang on to my gnome. I do put a tiny bit of water in the paint just to kind of loosen it up a little bit, just so it flows a little bit better. And I'm just going to paint the whole piece black. You just want to make sure you get inside all the crevices because that's where you want your shading to stay. And then you just need to let it dry. Okay, so this piece is now completely dry. You want to make sure it's dry. We're going to take our sponge and wet it and wring it out. And then you're just going to wipe back the paint. And you want to go in the opposite way of the creases. So if you see the beard, the creases go vertically. So you want to wipe horizontally. And you can see when you wipe, if you're gentle, the paint will stay in the creases. And you're going to do the same thing for the hat. You just wipe the long way. And you want to keep cleaning your sponge. Just dip your sponge in and clean the paint off, because we're going to get most of this paint off. Sometimes I like to keep a couple of sponges handy in case I want to get a fresh sponge, but this is a small piece, so this sponge should be fine. So you can see how nicely the black paint stays in the crevices, and keep in mind that the dark colors, like the black lab here, have a strong pigment in them, so it does stain even the white parts. So you want to make sure you put a good 3 to 4 coats of your other colors on when you're painting the rest of your piece, because you don't want that stain look to pull through. So once you wipe down the piece, just let it dry, and then you would proceed to do the rest of your colors. So on the first coat of each color, you're going to paint over the entire piece. Meaning, when you do the beard, you're going to just go even in the cracks. It's okay to go in the cracks, because the black lab, because it's such a strong color, it's going to show up when you fire it, even if you paint over it. One coat, it will still show through. So you just paint over it one coat. So the first coat you put on, you're going to go in the direction of the crevices, and the next 2 to 3 coats, you're going to go in the opposite direction. So the next colors, you would do the same thing. You would put the green, if you were picking the green color, you would paint the entire hat, and you would go right inside the crevices. You would paint the whole thing, And when that dries, the rest of your coats, you would just do the long way and you would not go in all the cracks. You would just gently go over the hat, the next 2 to 3 coats. So it's that easy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. All right, let's just do it a couple times. All right, pick it up. Okay. Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Gare. We're going to do a real quick video today. I'm going to show you a new technique. It's not new. It's not new. Yeah, it's very in the camera. The camera's right there. So. Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Gare. Today I just wanted to jump on real quick and start again. And then you just need to let it dry.